Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get this far, but I mean, here we are. It's just crazy to think about. So yeah, and onwards we move to 2,000. So with all the cliche stuff out of the way, this is the Q&A video. I'll have a brief history of Wavix out within a couple of weeks because I'm getting a friend who I've played GD with for almost 6 years to help me fill in a couple details, and it's overall taking longer than I expected. Hey dude, I've been watching your videos a bunch, and I think they're insane. Like, you should have 1 million subscribers by now. My question is, where do you see yourself a year from now? What will you want to have achieved? Well, first off, thanks. I don't know exactly where I'll be in a year YouTube-wise, considering that YouTube as a landscape changes very often, but I hope that I, at this point next year, have beaten the Apocalyptic Trilogy and have finished the levels I have committed to creating so far. In terms of YouTube, I could see myself with somewhere from 5k to 10k subscribers, but it could be more or less. Again, YouTube changes as a whole very often. This question is from Just Jimmy GD. Do you think C-type videos will bring more people into the community, especially after 2.2? I have a feeling 2.2 will bring many new people who haven't played the game at all before into the community, which at that point C-style videos would give them the story of the community and context to the culture surrounding the game. Before 2.2, I think it would pretty much be that, but just on a smaller scale, basically giving new players context and giving them more interest in the game. Omar Chuck asks, are you a better gameplay or decoration maker, and what's your favorite insane demon? I think I'm decent at both, but not like outstanding. I think overall my deco is decent, but I'm still consistently improving. I'd say my gameplay is probably better now, but I am working on making my deco better more consistently to the point where it will probably surpass the quality of my gameplay pretty soon. My favorite insane demon is Supersonic because I think it's fun. The deco is pretty good for 1.9 and it's nostalgic. If it weren't for the duel, I'd say 10 out of 10, but it's more like a 9 out of 10 because that duel's annoying. Red Hacksaw asks, how long did it take for you to beat Clubstep for the first time? So funnily enough, I never focused on the RobTop levels when I first played the game, so when I came back to the game in early 2021, I had already beaten like a medium demon a couple of years before that. And I just decided to, beat all of the RobTop levels because I hadn't actually beaten all of them because I never really focused on it. So I'm not even joking, it took me like 45 attempts to beat Clubstep. Although I probably tried Clubstep a lot when I was younger, but I never actually beat it, so realistically, if I were to estimate how many attempts I spent on it beforehand, it'd probably be like a couple thousand, because I had no perseverance whatsoever. Extra Dash asks, what is the level that looks worse than Thinking Space? And what is the most underrated GD song? Of course, I guess in my opinion. I think Alter Paracosm or Infinite Circles looks worse than Thinking Space because it has the same gross early 2.0 messy look, but they're both 9 Circles levels. The most underrated song in Geometry Dash is the Ascension to Heaven song in my opinion, although the song used in Knight Rider is also underrated in my opinion. PXG asks, my question, what YouTubers inspired you to make videos, if any? That's a tough one. I mostly grew up watching Minecraft and Geometry Dash YouTubers. Okay, but I said grew up like I'm not under the age of 18. Like, okay, never mind. But I'd say for GD, it was mostly C1997 and Etzra's How to Get a Featured Level video, and then EVW Trust in Aeon Air. I specifically remember Yadagrasu getting verified and being like, wow, I'm like never gonna beat that. EJK asks, what is your favorite level in GD and what is your first demon? I have like a top tier of levels, maybe not a favorite, but if I had to choose one I've played, I'd say Death Moon. Partially because I beat it first when I was like 10 and it was a great experience. My first demon was the Lightning Road. Sue asks, question, what are your thoughts on Storming Summit? I think Storming Summit is a really cool level, but I don't think people should make very many levels like it because it did take from another game. As for the video idea, I could do that if I kept it to demons specifically, but I don't know enough about non-demons to make a good list with like non-demon levels included. But yeah, thanks for the video idea. Roland asks, what level do you like more, Mr. Crazy Hands or Too Good Friendly? Too Good Friendly is personally my favorite out of the two because it slowly turns into the horror level and it feels like something's wrong with the level, whereas Mr. Crazy Hands tries too hard from the beginning, in my opinion, and ends up looking goofy to the point where I laughed out loud a bit when I watched it. An Idiot asks, if you could beat one level, what would it be? I'm just assuming without skill level being a thing. Excluding if I could verify any level, I'd say Slaughterhouse, with my second choice being Bloodlust. Although I doubt I'd ever get good enough at the game to actually beat Slaughterhouse, it would be really easy to brag to non-GD friends if I beat it, because it screams top 1 at you. Literally. Like the song literally screams. Zant in Time asks, do you like glitch hop? Yes, I do. JonahCraft7 asks, why do you think Sonic Wave Infinity is better than Sonic Wave Rebirth? So this is because in concept, the two are both just buffed Sonic Wave remakes. I just like AP Team's deco more. Like, they're both just buff versions of Sonic Wave that happen to have decent history behind it. Nothing is Scary asks, what is your favorite demon, any demon difficulty, and what is your favorite 9 Circles level? My favorite demon is either Death Moon or B, at least from the ones I've actually beaten. My favorite 9 Circles level will always be the original and Fear Me. The former because it was the original and actually, had its own idea, and the latter because it was my first medium demon I ever beat. Sunk asks, what types of levels do you think get the most hate for no reason? What demon has the best gameplay, again in your opinion? So in my opinion, the type of level that gets the most hate is like glow levels, because people usually hate it before they even see the level, just because, ew, glow level. I only hate levels after I've actually seen it, and I do think there are good glow levels out there. The demon with the best gameplay in my opinion is Death Moon. But then again, I'm like heavily biased. Gstar1214 asks, what do you think your best achievements would be in GD, whether it be a level you made or a level you beat? My best achievements would be my Trusted Challenge, verifying my Trusted Challenge, and beating 9 Circles on a cracked iPad. While I have levels in progress that I am proud of, I haven't actually finished any of them yet, so I can't really say anything from there. Team Dino Nugs asks, would you ever consider making a level? I'm currently working on a couple solo levels, which I am trying to make feature quality, but in terms of collabs and mega collabs, I'll answer that in the next question. Yo Friday Gamer asks, what is your hardest? How's Poltergeist go? Would you consider making a mega collab layout and grabbing subscribers for decorators? So my hardest is, unironically, my Trusted Challenge. It's between that or 9 Circles, and I actually think my Trusted Challenge is harder than 9 Circles. How's Poltergeist going? Well, I'm going to make the video on Poltergeist. What I'm decided to do is I'm just going to probably beat it on my laptop instead of the iPad, because that was going to be my thing, was like my final mobile achievement was going to be Poltergeist, but I can't do it. I've died at like the last wave part like 20 times at this point. I'll try to beat it on the laptop. I have a few mega collabs planned. The first is almost done, so I won't need any subscribers for it. I just need to decorate a couple more parts, but it's not meant to be feature worthy exactly. It's just meant to be my first mega collab since I came back to the game. I have 2 more mega collabs I plan to host over the summer, one of which is exactly what this question describes, and another is a bit more complicated. More info on those levels later. So yeah, that was the Q&A. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video.